Welcome back to the Tactical Muffin Top channel, everybody. This is going to be the Muffin Top channel and ours 2 cents. Got 2 pennies there. Got a little gun pouring in there for you. Some prepper stuff, a little flashlight, a little jack links. Alright, we are trying to catch up with the Duke of Liberty, baby. He's reviewing Jericho, and R has never seen Jericho before, so he's got kind of a virgin perspective on it. So I wanted to kind of go through this with him, and we're going to kind of see if we can get some good prepping lessons from Jericho. I think it has a lot of good stuff. It's a great show. I've watched it a bunch of times, but it's going to be kind of cool to see a fresh perspective from somebody first time. So we're going to talk about it with R. I want to see kind of at least like 4 or 5 points of some interesting things, maybe something that you would have seen or you would have done different in the show, or like a lesson you might have learned, or a good idea. So I want to let R take it away from there. All right, R, what's one thing that you kind of noticed about the episode, prepping related or anything like that?
Prepping related? Well, it wasn't really a whole lot for the individual, just townspeople when they were doing their preps. The town had Geiger counters. Is that a thing that everyone has in every town police station? I'm
pretty sure they have to, yeah.
Is it? Alright. I've never really heard of it much, but I mean, it makes sense that they would have that. And I don't know, I didn't see any instructions. The guy, I guess, just knew how to use a Geiger counter. But
yeah, that's very interesting. They were like, what does the book say? What do you have to do? Who do we need to contact? And they're like, how do we contact somebody? They're like, we need to contact the governor somehow, right?
Yeah.
Well, they had no way to contact anybody, and they kind of went to that kooky prepper dude, and they're like, anybody have a ham radio? They're like, of course, this old loony dude has, and he charged him 50 cents to use it.
Aliens are coming here. Yeah, they are, man.
Yeah.
I did see that where he's like, all right, we're not going to argue with this guy. We need his ham radio. He's like, yeah, man, it's aliens. We gotta work together.
Here's $1. Let's do this.
Here's $1. We got to work against these aliens.
So that was good.
And then, he was trying to keep the peace, saying, oh, it was an accident. It was probably an accident. Like, is there a nuke plant around the Denver area?
I don't know right offhand, but...
I mean, even if you have a nuclear meltdown on a plant, it's still probably not a great thing to happen. So
another thing that I take away from it, and I've seen it again and again, now I noticed at the end with the dude who plays Morgan from Walking Dead, he's kind of trying to help the cops out. He's like, hey, if you're going to go out there, you should get some black spray paint and spray paint your car. Spray paint over the name of the town. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, I got where he was coming from there. If see, this guy's, if he knows something the other people don't, or he thinks he knows something everyone don't, so if it's an attack, he's going to think, oh, there could possibly be boots on the ground, and if they catch the cop out there, they'll say, oh, hey, this cop's from this town. Obviously, that town's probably still going.
Right. So it has some, like, resources, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Another thing that was kind of cool was the prisoner bus and the kids' school bus at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So we've seen our hero, Jake, perform a tracheometry, whatever the hell you call that.
Tracheotomy.
On a little kid with some juice box straws. Would not recommend that. Wouldn't recommend.
Yeah, that's a big thing. People like to do in like every TV show like that. Like, oh, I gotta do a tracheotomy with a pen. I did see a little off topic. I saw a movie once where like a woman was trying to do that once. It was kind of a comedy, and because she'd seen it on a TV show, she's like, I'm gonna do a tracheotomy, and like stabs a guy in the throat, shoves the straw in there. And then just blood comes spewing out of the straw.
That's The Heat. That's a great movie, but we're not talking about The Heat right now.
Oh, yeah, you've seen The Heat.
Yeah. I love that movie. Anyway, so yeah, that was interesting. What'd you think about the prisoner bus?
Oh, how they... I mean, you'd be able to tell it was not a school bus from a prisoner bus. They're walking around, I don't see any kids in here. I'm going to walk in and look around this bus that was potentially hauling around some very dangerous people.
Yeah. What'd you think about the end with the bus?
Yeah, how the guy stood back up.
Yeah.
Must have seen him coming down the road.
Played dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good. Setting an ambush, not good at all. At the tail end there, you see that the sheriff had been shot, and it looks like they're just wearing a white T-shirt. So I'm going to assume they stripped their uniforms to get out of their blaze orange or whatever they wear for their transfer, right? Yeah. Didn't have any clothes, just hanging around.
Sure that, yeah, they might have had probably take something off the guards too. Probably armed. I think that was a gun sound.
Yeah.
Did you hear there was a gun sound that it was there that last minute?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a gunshot.
Yeah. So yeah, he took the guards down. So yeah, I got a bunch of armed prisoners running around now.
That's pretty interesting. What about what did you think with like the panic when people started to like at the gas station and go to the food and all that?
Oh yeah, yeah. When the mayor rallied together, saying, "Hey, quit robbing your neighbors and all that." I mean, that that might work, in a small town. Everyone knows each other, saying, "Hey, quit robbing your friends." But like a big city, I don't think the mayor kind of standing up saying, "Hey, we all got to come together." It's probably going to be more of a like, "Shut up, old man," and then someone hucks a brick at him.
So you think that like in a bigger city, say like Denver, for example.
Yeah.
If it was Denver, a mayor standing up telling everybody to kind of calm down, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't think they'd probably pay much attention to that guy.
So you're saying the riot's going to continue and get worse throughout that night?
Yeah. That's why I don't live in a large city.
Right. Good call. All right. At the tail end of the episode, when the gal's driving down the road to pick up her fiance, whatever the hell he is, Robert, and she starts feeling all the bumps in the car and she stops. What'd you think about that scene?
No, with the birds. She's like, "What's going on with the birds?" So at this point, she wouldn't know anything at all. I don't know if I didn't know anything at all and I just ran over a bunch of birds, I don't know if I'd immediately think, like, oh, there was a bombing. But I'm sure it was, so the birds probably flew over the radiation zone and got radiation poisoning and all died. I'm assuming. I'd think bird flu or something off the top of my head, because that's dumb. But this is a little bit of an eye opener, saying, oh, it's not necessarily just a bird flu or like, oh, a bunch of birds died.
Okay, I dig that.
Unless you wanna, but
what'd you think about when they were trying to calm down the panic? This is something else that's coming to my head. And he's like, you need to get some lights on.
Oh,
and
yeah.
The fire department guy's like, I don't know, man. We just have lanterns and flashlights. And then he's like, well, you guys do road construction at night, right? You have to have lights.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good call.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, as a standpoint from a construction worker, I know just the lights is something that you can see that things are going on. Like, they want us to get lights on really fast for the customers so they can, you can have all sorts of stuff going on in the background, but they can't see that. Like, having lights on is just a big morale thing. Like oh, hey, there's light.
Exactly. A morale thing.
Yeah.
It makes you feel a little bit safer, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And I mean, you need light at night, especially if you're going to be doing round-the-clock stuff like that.
All right. Well, very good, guys. I think that's going to be our first Tactical Muffin Top 2 cents with R, and we're going to continue these. I want to give a shout out to Duke Liberty. He gave me the idea for these videos, and I'm going to kind of show these to him and kind of see where he wants to go with this, if he wants me to stop or whatever. But heck, maybe we could get like a live chat one going on. We're going to try and catch up to the episode he's on. I think he's on 3 or 4. So that's kind of what we're going to do here, guys. I think this is a really good topic. We might do this with a couple other shows. If you have any requests or something like that to watch, guys, drop them in the comments, because I think this is a pretty sweet topic. This is a really good idea. And I think we're going to do more of these Tactical Muffin Top 2 cents chats. You got anything else to say, R?
Nothing. Did you want to add where you can watch this at?
Oh yeah. So you can watch
Paramount Plus.
On Paramount Plus, yeah. You can watch it on Apple TV, a couple others. I have it on DVD, but I just wanted to kind of get,
old school,
because I'm cool. But yeah, I just wanted to get R's opinion on this. It's a really cool, eye-opening thing. You can start getting some more lessons here coming down the road. So it's a good idea, guys, to kind of revisit stuff like this, especially with all the things going on in the world. This is going to start kind of hitting closer to home for R here, I think, when he starts watching some of these episodes. There's a lot of good ideas here, things that maybe, you know, haven't been considered yet. So we're going to go from there. It's going to refresh my memory. It's going to give me some points to think about. So I think it's pretty good, kind of like a healthy exercise. And if you got an hour to burn, guys, well, it's not a bad way to burn an hour. So Tactical Muffin Top and R.